Welcome to Pokemon Ruby Walkthrough Part 4. I almost forgot what part it was. That would have been embarrassing. Up here is just a few little treasures. I think there's some more to the upright, but I don't feel like checking. And that's just a Zigzagoon. I don't really feel the need to show you all. Well, then again, I could have showed you my confusion, but don't think you all need to see that. It got a little ugly. That Zigzagoon was so confused. And this is in the second video, or the third video, when I told you there would be two of these rich people. This is the second one. They both have Zigzagoon. They both do that, you know, tail whip, growl technique. Me using my growl because it's not set in the right spot. My confusion isn't. So I'm just gonna move that. And confusion. Don't worry about growl because it doesn't affect Midget's confusion. So in case you were worrying about me, have no fear. Tail whip, however, does, but Zigzagoon will be dead this turn. I did turn down the volume on my videos because I went through and listened to a few. I'd like to remind you all that that I'm still looking for one Pokemon to fill up my final spot. If you have a Pokemon that you'd like to see go to it till the end, then please, you know, send me a message or post a comment, better yet, because I'd like everybody to see all the ideas that are coming. Maybe they'll get inspired and make their own, but until then, I guess Zigzagoon's going to it. I also would like for you all to help me decide, because I want you all to be in my decisions, whether I should use this Ralts or whether I should catch an Abra. They both have 3 evolution chains. I might post a link to both of their final evolutions so that you all have a good look at them. But yeah, I think this is it. Oh, Shroomish. I thought that was the last thing that person had. Shroomish is fairly easy for Ross to take out, even though I'm gonna have to use a potion. As you can see now, Zigzagoon has picked up an item. I had to edit this out, part of this out, but what Zigzagoon's holding is a nugget. So you all know that it is actually useful. I do send my greatest apologies to the Zigzagoon, I don't know, the Zigzagoon family. And Midget was paralyzed. Luckily, Midget has the ability so that, like, when something paralyzes or burns or poisons it, then he can do it right back to the person without having to spend his own move on it. So that's a really good ability, actually, if you think about it. Right there is a Midget didn't have the ability to paralyze Shroomish, but Shroomish was paralyzed because he paralyzed me. So it's a bit of a retaliation thing. I like the victory ending. Here's another new addition, which is the double battle. If you haven't taken part in a double battle yet, I like them personally. What it is, as you'll see right here, is your starting 2 Pokemon will go out, and basically each Pokemon picks who they want to attack and what they're going to do, and then that Pokemon, depending on speed, like your 2 Pokemon could go first, like what will happen in this tutorial every time, well, most of the time hopefully, but I like it. I don't know why, but there's 2 strategies. One is to take both Pokemon out at the same time by, like, say Ralts were to attack the C-Dot and DK were to attack the Lotad. But what I do is I attack one Pokemon at a time, so that we can take that one out, and then it's a 2v1, which is a lot easier than a 2v2. I have seen it both ways, even though the other way doesn't make much sense to me personally, but you know, whatever floats your boat. By the way, you guys, I play on VBA, Virtual Boy Advance, VBA, and it has a feature to where you can turn up the speed some. I was running at 100, but I was looking and I noticed during the making of this video, it would drop down to 6% and whatnot. That guy is a trainer. He has all Magikarp. I'm not going to show it to you, but if you need some extra experience to level right before the final gym battle, run over there, kill a few Magikarp. But I had to crank up my speed to 150%, so I'll be going a little bit faster, but it varies. So we'll go from 150 down to, say, just 100. But had I not done that, I probably would have been running at 60 still. So I'm hoping that averaging at 100. This place I'm going to skip most of the floors, but this girl gives you a Premier Ball. The Premier Ball is the same as a Pokeball from my understanding, but it just looks different. So I don't know. By about this time in the game, you should be upgrading to a Great Ball, but if you're still at the Pokeball and you catch your favorite Pokemon, bring out a Premier Ball. This is an advertising by Premier Ball Associations. Okay, this guy's a jerk. Look what he does. I'm gonna go up to talk to him. Oh, I'm gonna walk away. But he does give you a rather interesting item. It's a Quick Claw. What the Quick Claw does, say that 5 times fast, is it allows a Pokemon that may be slower. So, say a Makuhita, which is a Slowpoke, which are both fairly slow Pokemon. It gives them an opportunity to attack first. So if you always see that you're attacking last, you know, it could keep you alive. Speaking of Makuhita, if you cut a Slack off, that person would trade you a Slack off for a Makuhita, but it's not a very good trade, because you can catch a Makuhita in the next area. So, I mean, if you just can't wait, even though that Slack off is way rare, go ahead and catch it, or get it. It's not really going to help you. I haven't decided whether I should use a Makuhita. I don't have a fighting type, but I don't know if I want a fighting type. So, you know, if you want to suggest your favorite fighting Pokemon as that last Pokemon slot, be my guest. This is the Cutter. This is a very important house. Listen! You will learn the HM cut here. This is to get by all those pesky trees. Teach to an HM slave, because it doesn't do much besides, you know, cuts things. It doesn't do much in-game, in-battle damage, but I mean, if you really want to use it, you can as an extra attack. But that's all I have for you. My next video should be coming out in about 2 hours, hopefully. See y'all later.